Hello guys, in this video we're gonna make a game a bit prettier. I wanna set up tiles and I wanna set up background. So we have kinda, pretty platforms that we can jump on and run around. And also we're gonna have a background that makes it look better, I guess. So that's the task for this video. What we're gonna do first is a tile set. Let's delete the platform we have. And we need to go to Window, General, and, oh no, wait a second, 2D Tile Palette, yes. And let's take this tile palette and drag it over here. Now we have a window for tile palette, but we don't have tile palette itself. So we need to create a new palette. I'm going to give it a name of ground tiles. Let's create. And we need to make a folder for these tiles because it will create lots of files. And if you don't control them, it gets really messy. So let's do a folder. Tile palette. We're gonna select this folder, and now we have this tile palette here. Now we need to create tiles itself. We're gonna go to graphics, and in this seasonal tile set we have 4 different types of ground, and we can select any of them, and I think of choosing this one, or maybe not, I don't know. Let me see. Well, you can choose any of them. I'm going to show you how to choose the third one. Sorry, I'm going to take this one because this one is not cutted and I want to show you how to do it. First of all, you choose compression none, filter mode no filter, pixel per unit 16, sprite mode multiple. Let's do sprite editor, apply changes we did. Now we need to cut it. It's not difficult to do. You're going to choose grid by cell size. And after that, we're going to choose pixel size 16 by 16. Let's do slice, apply. And now we can just take this sprite, the entire sprite sheet, and drag it here. Next, and we need to be very careful here, we're going to go to Assets, Tile Palette, and make a folder here for Assets, or maybe Tile Assets. Let's select this folder, Tile Assets. All right, now we have a tile palette with the tiles and we have it all under control here. You see how many files were created. Good. Now what we need to do is to draw with these tiles, and we don't have any grid to draw on, so we need to create it. Let's go to hierarchy and click 2D tile map rectangular. I'm gonna name it as ground. And let's choose layer ground here. Cool. Now we can use it to draw. I'm going to go back to tile palette and draw something. There are different tools here. It's pretty easy to understand them. And if you want to know more about tools and tile palette, I have it all explained in my full courses on how to make platformer. We do it a lot there. So if you want to know more about that, just check those courses as well. As of now, I'll just tell you that we need to take a brush and choose what we want to draw. I'm going to choose this much, and I'm going to draw here a bit. Maybe let's select the middle one and choose this fill tool and fill it up like so. Yeah, and maybe corner over here, and then take this corner, like so. And then let's take the bottom one, fill it up as well. Although it's not visible, still we can make it pretty. And we don't want player actually to be able to run off the ground, so maybe we should draw some kind of a wall. Even though, again, it's not visible, still we can draw it, so player won't, fall away. So something like so. This is good. Now, I want to make some kind of a small step over here, so we have some place to jump on, and maybe some platform in the air somewhere here, so we can jump on the platform as well. Okay, this kind of makes it pretty. And now we need a background. We have lots of backgrounds here. We have for all kind of season background. We have a sky. Oh, it's kind of small. Let me make it pixel per unit 16 and drag it here. Not sharp at all. We need to do compression none, filter mode no filter, apply. But the problem is, even if you place it behind of everything, it's kind of difficult to see the character and targets as well, because it is too bright, character is white, bullets are white, target is white, really difficult to see. So I want to do a small trick, and also I think these sky are not very suitable. So I'm gonna go to graphics and choose another one from Autumn. So on the background, I'm gonna take this complete background, make sure I have 16 pixel per unit, compression none, filter mode no filter, and I'm just gonna drag it here, like so. Now, one of the problem we can see here, it is in front of everything. So it kind of messes up the idea of making it pretty. First of all, let's rename it to background. And to fix the issue, we're gonna use sorting layers. We can go over here and add sorting layer. We can add multiple layers. So let's just add one player, then target, then ground, then one more for decor, and one more for background. Now, the lower number is the lower priority it has. So if we want background to be behind of everything, we need to drag it all the way above. Then I believe we would have decor, then ground, then target, and then player. This will do good for us. Now we need to select the ground itself and choose sorting layer ground. Now it is visible. For the background, we need to choose background, so it is behind. Now let's take the player and a gun, and on the sprite renderer, we're gonna choose player, and for the gun, I think we can make -1, just in case you wanna place gun closer to the character or anything comes up, gun gonna be behind the character. Even though in this case, it's not gonna be behind the character because it's always kinda around him, but still we kinda save ourselves from mistake we can make. All right, this is good. And before we continue, I want to say thanks to all of my Patreons and give special thanks to Friendly Robot, ASKT1 Mighty Poppy, Steven and Gennady, Chen Son, and Retrobad Gamer. Thanks to you guys, these videos are possible. Now also let's go to prefabs, choose bullet, and for the bullet, we're gonna have sorting layer player and maybe -2. And for the target, let's save it. For the target, we're gonna have as a target, and background of the target also should be set to target, but -1, so it is behind the sushi sprite. Let's save it. Now we have all of it set up. And if we try to play the game, character gonna fall, because we did not set up collider for the tiles we have. You see? So what we can do is go to ground and add here composite collider 2D. It's gonna give it a rigid body as well. We're gonna choose static, so ground won't fall. Geometry type, oh no, wait a second. Oh yeah, I just clicked the wrong one. Geometry type should be polygons. And now we need a tile map collider 2D, and we need to click used by composite. All right, good. Now, what I can see here, first of all, background is kind of very big, and we could place it lower if we want to, like so, or higher, like so, you know, up to you. I think I choose this one. I like it. Yeah, and still the problem is we do not see everything clearly. You can see, like, it's all okay, but still kind of difficult to see the target, I guess. So I have idea on how to make it better, and I'm gonna show it to you, but if you don't want, just don't do it. Very simple. So if I switch off the background, you can see my background of Unity is kind of blue, or I don't know what color. I guess it's a blue because I'm colorblind. It's difficult to see colors for me. So on the main camera, I can turn it to black. Then I can switch on background and make it a bit transparent, like so. And now it looks just like a night or something, you know? Maybe we can make it a bit bluish. Yeah, so now it feels like a night, which does not mask the idea of a pretty background. Still, we have pretty, everything in the scene is pretty, but it's a bit darker, so it is a bit easier to recognize the target that goes down. As you can see now, it's all much clearer. Yeah. All right. Also, what you could do is use layers for background. You know how to do sort in layer, you know how to do order in layer, and you could go to graphics, seasonal, autumn, and there is a background sorted to layers, and you can just, let's say, set them all up, 16, none, no filter, nothing, drag them to the scene. I know we need to do it one by one. So you could drag it to the scene like so, 1 and 2 for trees. Let me switch off this one. Yeah. And you could drag the bottom part as well and arrange it as you like. And to decide what is behind what, you can just set up them as a background and do order and layer, like, let's say leaf top should be above everything. So let's do just like -1, so it is easier to understand, -2 on the trees, and -3 on the bottom leaves, and now it is how it should be, and so on. You could do it with all of them, but I decided to keep a solid background because I kind of like how it looks, so I don't see reason of changing it. What I want to do though is to take the leaf part, I want to place it like so, above how it should be, but I want to make it above the target, so it will make impression that targets fly out of these leaves, something like that. So let's choose a target for this and make sort in layer 1, so it is above all of the targets we have. And maybe we should lower background just a bit, something like that. And now when we see a target, it's gonna fly out of that part. You see? A bit better, right? If you feel like it's kind of too close, you of course could manage it by just moving it up a bit. And I believe it looks more natural. So this one I'm gonna keep. And last thing I wanna add, let's do maybe, oh, we can drag this picture to target spawner. Yeah. And now we have like kind of all together. Great. Target spawner image. I'll just name it as image target spawner image. Okay. And last thing, I want to add a decor. We don't have, oh yeah, we have trees here. So let's go to sprite editor. And I guess we need to do multiple, 16, none, no filter, apply. And this time we're going to do slice automatic. All right, let's do apply. Now we can make an empty parent. Oh, actually, let's do empty parent later. We can drag the trees and place them like so. Oh, I kind of don't like it so transparent. Oh, of course, because it is behind the background. So let's say I want to place one tree over here and maybe a small bush over here, maybe a fence over here, and I believe I had a house somewhere here. I'm sure there was a house. Let me find it. I'm almost certain there was a house. Not here. Oh yeah, here it is, the house. So let's take this one, sprite editor. We need again none, no filter, 16, multiple, apply, and we can do slice, grid by cell size. No, automatic, slice. Now we have two houses, and I don't believe we need the one with the open door, so I'm gonna use the one with the closed door. Just place it. Oh, it's so big. We can make it smaller. Let's do scale 0.5 and see if it fits in the scene. Maybe we can keep it, maybe not, up to you to decide. I also got the idea of using waterfall. Although it doesn't have animation, it doesn't matter. we could place a waterfall here, so you need to jump over waterfall when you run around. But then we would have to remove this platform on the air. Well, let's remove it. I want to try. You never know. You can hold shift and draw over the platform to remove it. And then I would drag water to the tiles. So we need, again, set them up. 16, multiple, sprite editor, apply. Let's do grid by cell size, 16 by 16, slice it, apply. I kind of don't like how it looks. We need them to be pretty, so maybe I'll use like so for one, apply. Let me try this one first. We're gonna drag it here. Make sure you choose Tile Assets folder, select, none. Okay, now let's take ground and draw it. I don't like it. It is, you see, kind of not pretty. It's blurry. I don't understand why it's blurry. No, I'm not gonna use it. Looks bad. I'm sorry. Let's just bring back the air platform. Oh, maybe let's just make a gap. So it's still the same idea, but looks different. We need a gap. Yeah, this looks good. I like it. Now back to decor. Okay, I'm gonna hit apply. Fence can be placed over here. Now let's select all of the decor and choose certain layer decor. Now it is good and visible. And we can make an empty parent for this and name it as a decor. All right. Maybe you can place tree at another place. It's all up to you. Maybe here fits better, and bush can go back here. I don't know. There are so many decors. There are flowers. You can see everything. You can use whatever you want. I even think I'm gonna use another fence. All right, and now we need to go to dead zone and add another condition here. So not only if fruits fall, but also if player falls, you lose the game. All right, let's do this. Or, this means or, so we can have another condition, and if one of them met, you lose the game. So or collision.tag equals to player. And now we need to go and make this tag. And actually, I guess we have it by default. So back in Unity, I'm going to select player and choose tag player. Now make sure this one is spelled exactly the same with the capital letter and everything. And I'm gonna switch on that zone to test it out. All right, and let's make background -10 so it's not visible at all. And let's go to play mode now. So we have a fruit, we have a pretty level. I like it a lot. And if I fall down, boom, I lost the game. I like it. I like it a lot. Thanks for watching. Rest of the course will be posted on this channel shortly. Subscribe not to miss that. Check my website for more courses. Ask your questions in the comments below. And remember, we don't play games, we make them.